Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff.
Let's go.
And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Damn, he's slow.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it back. So a big Astros way to start this ball game.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back.
Lucky I got that back.
I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it. Because you...
Then it's brought in.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The tackler that gives him some room.
Dang.
And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout those guys who could make people miss, run through tackles, that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. The left side completion to Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. First carry for Ryan Matthews. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player. Every time I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong, is just technology. A lot of times you just don't have the angle.
Yeah, I think all the coaches, when they want to challenge that type of a play, they want to put the magnets or the things, or the sensors in the ball to show exactly where it is. But right now, it's all about us humans.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass.
They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work.
I know coaches always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal. I don't know that that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I have a feeling about, let's go ahead and get it, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, I know one thing. They wish they had it back.
Yeah, they certainly do, but the buck stops with the head coach on that one. He has to green light that attempt.
And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Raiders a 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Over the middle, he's got Tim Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. just met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Another carry now for Gore. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders. Second down. This is Gore. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. And he can't hang on. That
Let's
would have
go.
been a big interception down here in field goal range. But instead, now they'll get a shot at 3. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Got to score.
And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
That was dumb.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down the 44-yard line.
Needed that.
It's a gain of 7. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Needed
and
that.
Time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. On 1st down, it's Newton. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ain't nobody
Rolling
open.
to his right.
Dang, that was dumb.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker.
Should've just threw it out.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try, but they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he takes
I was about to say, if he kept going.
all the way to the 49. 23 yards on the play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Roethlisberger. They go with a screen to Gore. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one
I think it's
small
going to be
thing
a
to go
draw.
wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now it's Roethlisberger. A dump off here for Gore. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Brown, the lone receiver left.
Let's go, Denton. Let's go.
This time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down.
That's some bad users.
Complete to Chris Conley. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. The 1 remaining here as we head to halftime. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down.
Let's go.
This time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Oh.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So the hard count gets them there. Neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the
I was
defense
trying
thought
to
they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit him with a hard count, got him to jump.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And they're
I'm using a linebacker. I think he's going to go across the middle.
So
and he get the ball back.
Field, but no action on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down.
Oh.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Frank Gore, 74 yards. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready. First possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. Third down here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. They'll give it to him right up the gut.
I can't run nothing. At least I still got I need some like, actual yards.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around.
Get out of the way.
Try and break off the bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Dang, that could have been a touchdown.
And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback up.
Oh,
bruh. Picked off by a linebacker, Kevin Minter. Bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought
all right, it's going to be another touchdown. I already know. Man, I'm slipping.
Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense. Now,
all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Frank Gore with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there.
I could tell this game about to slip away.
Those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is...
Oh, my.
Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Man, I'm going to lose 21-0.
Pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now Baltimore to take the field. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted.
Another
for the
one.
4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys.
Whoa! Bro, that should have been a tackle.
Frank Gore. Almost since the break, 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Up and over. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slips free.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all
I
else
can't
fails
get
as
nothing.
When you're not there in the coverage, your best friend
It's
is exactly
annoying.
what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the
Just
4th
take
down.
3.
Partner, that's
This
another
one has
short
someone
run
aboard.
there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left,
Yeah.
this will be a 52-yard attempt.
All right.
That will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one
Ah.
bit. It hasn't been the
Yeah.
best performance, that's for darn sure.
Here.
But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Demps. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Cam looking to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So out come the Raiders. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Over the middle, he's got Tim Brown. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tim Brown, 40 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's Newton. And then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. 3rd down and 3. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Newton. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
2nd and 10. Newton again. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get...
Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Ravens have got it.
All right, partner, this is where I get to show my age. Because I remember when the strip sack kind of came into vogue, where defenders were taught not just to make the tackle, but do that little extra, try and jostle the arm of the runner and knock it free. And that's what we just saw there.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton steps away to his left. Room here to run. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 5. And that'll make it a 2nd down. And now a ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good. Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today. Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Now Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles. And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down? Second down following the incompletion. On the toss, it's Gore. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end. That is going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger being chased out left. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros. What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty. And now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. So the D-line's going to spread out. One last throw here for Newton. Surveying the field. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion.
Good game, but I feel like I could do better.
The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week.
Yeah, that's my worst game ever.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to
I ain't scoring enough from the first, second, or third, man. I feel trash.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
All right, good game.